Luke, do you address that as well then? Do you sort of prepare your... I mean, you can't be more prepared than you normally are, but in a derby it feels like you need to be, doesn't it? That they'll really be coming at you, and you'll be the underdogs, I guess, I presume.
Oh yeah, look, our preparation doesn't change for this round. We obviously went into last weekend really well prepared. Our girls were focused on their roles, and it's well acknowledged that we've had players that have come over to West Coast from Fremantle, and knowing those girls really well now, they'll be really professional with their preparation. They'll be focused on making sure that when the balls bounce, they'll be ready to go. But I'm sure there'll be some extra nerves around seeing some former teammates out there. But again, we're really confident that these girls will take that challenge on and be really well prepared.
Fiery, do you think? Do you think it'll get a bit spicy?
Oh, I think it'll be no different to our first few games of this season. We came up against Richmond, and that was a really tight, heated contest from the first bounce, and again on Sunday when we played Collingwood, it was on from the start. So we look at as Saturday, it's going to be no different, and obviously being our first home game, there'll be plenty of blue and gold in the crowd getting our girls up.
That'll be interesting, the spread of the crowd, won't it? What the split will be. Do you think it'll be even? Do you think it'll be like a true derby feeling?
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, I think it's a significant moment for West Australian female football, and in terms of the crowd, we hope as many people can get along to support the contest. And again, being our first home game, I know our girls will be really excited to see a lot of blue and gold in the crowd.
Trent's uncovered another one, Roxy Rue. What do you know? I mean, you'd be scouting them. What do you think about her and her commitment to the ball? And will she be one that you'll have to put some work into?
Oh, definitely. Roxy, and along with a lot of other players that are on the Fremantle list, she's a really versatile player. We know that. She can play forward. She can go into the ruck, and she's a really dynamic player. And we'll be planning for her along with many others.
Luke, it was obviously a pretty tough initiation into the comp. What's the main area you want to see improvement in this weekend?
Yeah, it was a tough initiation, but it was also a really good experience for our squad to go over to Melbourne and play against Collingwood, who have got 2 or 3 years on us in terms of AFLW experience. But I think we saw in the first quarter the way our girls went about it, there were some really positive signs. Our ability to pressure the opposition, and maybe we probably didn't capitalise as best as we could have in terms of getting reward for that effort. But I think if our girls bring that mindset and that willingness to be competitive, hopefully we can convert a few more of our inside 50s.
A physical contest on Saturday evening?
Yeah, I think so. I think, as LD said before, we played Richmond 2-3 weeks ago. It was physical. We played Collingwood on the weekend. It was really physical. So, definitely expecting pretty physical hit out as all games are. So, yeah.
And what was the reaction of the playing group after obviously the first game?
Yeah, look, we were, I guess, a little bit disappointed with the result, and probably had a few opportunities in that first quarter that we could have put a bit more scoreboard pressure on, and I think the girls are all quite realistic, and we understand that. At the same time, with 10 girls playing their first ever game of AFL, it's hard not to sort of be proud of the pressure and the intensity we brought throughout that first quarter, and we finished the game like that as well. So sort of a bit of a mixed emotion from the playing group, but we obviously reviewed that last night, and we'll start looking towards Saturday now.
What does a derby rivalry mean to you, Em? What is it?
Yeah, well, I was a Collingwood supporter as well, so I grew up in WA, so and as a lot of the girls have, they've probably grown up. This was one of the biggest days in the football calendar year for us, watching the men's teams go at it. So I think a lot of that, I guess, tradition and rivalry will be taken into the weekend, and yeah, it's a historic moment for female footy and for WA.
Do you feel much pressure, because the Eagles absolutely hate losing, and they doubly hate losing to Fremantle? How do you feel?
Probably no more pressure than what you do against Collingwood in round one. So everyone hates losing, and I don't feel like that adds any more pressure onto it. But yeah, big rivalry.
And have you scouted them? Who do you have to watch out for from their side?
obviously we haven't actually looked at them as a playing group yet. Probably do that Wednesday, Thursday. But yeah, we know a lot of the girls, and it's kind of a small state in terms of female footy. So a lot of the girls I've played with and played against, and same with a lot of girls on the Eagles list have played against and with a lot of the girls. So obviously we know Freo's midfield's quite strong, and I know Kiara Bowers had a great game on the weekend. Haven't actually watched it, but have heard about it. So obviously she's one that's going to stand out for them.
You think they'll go after the girls that left, the so-called traders?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'd probably ask Cara that one. But I guess if you're talking specifically to Dana Hooker, which I feel like you kind of were, she was targeted for the last couple of weeks. So and whether it's her or whether it's the 31st player on our list, we go as a group and we stay together and we support each other. So. And
how do you stop that midfield? Because they have got an incredible midfield, haven't they, Fremantle?
Yeah, I guess quite a bit of experience through there as well. So it's just a challenge for us, and keep referring back to the last couple of games we've played. But every week you're coming across midfielders that are fantastic, and I think every team's got one or two of them that stand out a lot. So it's a challenge that I guess you have every single week. And in saying that, like, we've got girls in our midfield who bring their own strengths as well. So yeah, we review them, or we sort of preview them leading into the game and see what we can do.